Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the best gluten-free banana nut muffins. Let's get started. First up, the most important part is that we chop our walnuts. Now, I did buy chopped walnuts already, but they're just not fine enough for me personally. If you like them big and juicy like that, you do you. But me personally, I do not. I am going to do about a half a cup. So I guess I should have measured them out. I'll probably do a little bit under half. That's about good. I'm just gonna do them all. You just do whatever your size preference is when it comes to having them chopped. I prefer them a little bit smaller, but I don't want them all super fine. You're just gonna go ahead and set this to the side and we will come back to these nuts later. Now that you've chopped your nuts, you're gonna need a bowl, which has an egg in it, so let's remove that. Then you're gonna start by taking your 3 ripe bananas and adding them to your bowl to be mashed. As you can tell, mine are very, very, very ripe. They don't necessarily have to be this ripe. You just don't want unripe bananas. Like, you want them to have some brown on them at least. And just for reference, this whole recipe will be left in the description down below for you guys. And then you're just gonna want to start mashing your bananas up. Some lumps left over are okay, but you want to try to get as many of the lumps out as possible. We are looking good with our mashed banana. We don't want to lose our banana, but as you can tell, my banana's all mashed together. We are then going to go ahead and add our baking soda. This recipe does call for 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to go ahead and just add that to the banana and mix it in very well. Now that your banana and baking soda are all mixed together, you want to let it set for about 2 to 3 minutes. I will be back when it's done setting. While this is also sitting, you're going to want to go ahead and melt your butter in the microwave, just so you can have that ready to add as soon as that time is up. My butter is all melted. I'm gonna let it sit here and cool for about 2-ish minutes until I don't see as much steam, because I don't want to add it to the banana while it's steaming hot. We are running across the 3-minute mark with my mixture sitting. If I had used my brain correctly, I would have microwaved my butter before I even started. But here we are. If you're making this after watching the video, I would microwave your butter before you even start mashing your banana together. I'm just gonna blow on it, cool it down. Maybe we'll give it a few stirs. I'm gonna go ahead and add my melted butter to my banana mixture. Go ahead and give it a mix and make sure it's all well combined together. I think one of the most important things that you will learn while cooking gluten-free, if you're new to the gluten-free world, is that mixing each ingredient very, very well together is going to make a total difference in your final product when it comes to baking. Now that my butter is well incorporated into my banana mixture, I am going to go ahead and add a half a cup of granulated sugar. Boop. You're going to go ahead and just well incorporate that sugar. I think also if you add your sugar after you add the warm butter, it helps disintegrate those sugar granules into the mixture really well. So you do want to make sure your butter is still a little warm when you go to add it. Not super hot though. There's like a happy medium. What is that saying, like about the bear, the porridge and the bears, like the baby bear's porridge was just right? That's what you want for the butter. We are now going to add our cinnamon, vanilla, and salt. Adding these ingredients together, I've always done it. You can mix them one by one if you want, but that's completely up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and add my salt. I don't measure, I kind of just I'll put the measurement in the description, but for me, I just put a little bit of like a small, like a dime size amount. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, or 1 3/4, I guess. And then we're gonna go ahead and add a half teaspoon of cinnamon. Give those a very good mix. Once you have all that well combined together, you're going to go ahead and set that mixture to the side. You're gonna go ahead and bring a bowl. I'm just using the same bowl my melted butter was in to crack 2 eggs and whisk them well. Give them a nice whisk and add that mixture to your bowl. We're just gonna go ahead and slowly incorporate these eggs into our banana mixture. Our eggs are all mixed in very well and thoroughly. As we can tell, our mixture is just a little bit runny. So I think we do need to add our thickener, which would be flour. We're gonna go ahead and add our flour now. For this recipe being gluten-free, this is what makes the recipe the best, gluten-free. It all comes down to this flour and the recipe combined. You're more than welcome to use a different all-purpose gluten-free flour, but I cannot stress enough that you need to use this flour. This flour is on the more expensive side of gluten-free flours, but you will not regret it. I am currently in the works of trying to replicate a gluten-free flour to be just as good as this one that you can make on your own. But for now, I have not perfected that yet, so we will be sticking with this for now. With that being said, we will now be adding our flour. It calls for 1.5 cups. Now I have a 1/2 cup in my hand. 1, because I like to not use more measuring cups than I have to. But 2, I will only add 1/2 cup at a time while mixing this together so that each 1/2 cup of flour is very well incorporated into the mixture and ensuring that there is no clumps of flour left in the mixture. I will now be adding my second 1/2 cup in. I don't think sprinkling it is making any sort of a difference. It's just what I feel like today. Look at our beautiful mixture. We're gonna go ahead and bring our nuts back. Let's go ahead and add our nuts. And make sure you well incorporate your nuts into this mixture. And just like that, we have an amazing mixture. I'm gonna go ahead and get my muffin tin so that we can get them filled. I'm back! Did you miss me? All right, I think I'm gonna do mini muffins today instead of big ones. If you didn't throw your butter wrapper out yet, you can use it to grease your tin. Mini muffins will affect my baking time. I will just have to take a few minutes off and keep checking on them. But I will in the description put the time for both the mini muffins and the regular muffins. They're all greased. Now we can go ahead and add our batter. And of course, I forgot my tablespoon, so we're gonna go ahead and use this teaspoon. No, we're not. I take that back. Acquired my tablespoon. We're now just gonna go ahead and fill each hole. I'm back, and I'm back with a helper, but we got all the muffin holes filled. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the oven, and I will be back when they are done and cooled to show you guys the finished product. As you can tell, my muffins are done. I did pull them off the tray to let them cool. They're definitely cool. It's been a few hours. A shirt change. My daughter dumped her dinner on me, so it's just mom life. But they are so cute and so delicious. I may have eaten 1 or 2 now, and now a 3rd. Look at that inside. They're so moist, so dense, so soft, just so perfect. I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video. I really appreciate your guys' support. Remember, if you like this video, please remember to give me a like and follow, and I will see you guys in the next one.